All right, Madden family back, and so yesterday, the video you saw yesterday, which I'm not gonna lie, was probably recorded right before this one, because it um, was talking about the best things in Mutt for the year, and let's talk about the worst things in Mutt, the bad things, right? What didn't we like? And let's start here. While packs had value, certain packs did not. These Ultimate Legends fantasy packs were absolutely horrible. They were a horrible pack. They were horrible value. Everything about them was bad once they came out. They were just bad. And then a general standpoint, what I'm going to call is bad for the end of the year for Mutt, was that pack weight or pack cost was not adjusted at all. So we kept getting, the packs kept getting worse and worse, and the prices never changed. Seems like a problem. But let's go in other things that I thought were not great, and honestly, seasons this year, right? Seasons, and seasons is simply because of Weekend League took over, so seasons didn't get played as much, in my opinion. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. But there was no reason to grind seasons. Like, you got tokens and stuff, and that was nice, but the tokens, they got very outdated, the season tokens. Things weren't updated as much. I think we only got 3 or 4 things ever from it, which to me was a problem. And then that coincides with Mutt Squads. Mutt Squads, I think, while it was a very fun mode to play, the value and stuff wasn't there. Even to get the Madden coach with it, it was too much work. It was too much work. This was too much. You could play Weekend League and make so much more coins instead of playing these. And now this is not something I think was bad personally, because I'm not a solo guy, but a lot of you guys are. You see this guy right here, NFL Journey. If you were wondering where the tiles for Journey 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7 are, is because they never came. That was a problem to a lot of people. Now, while we did get a couple solo strings throughout the year, and generally they came in with promos, the only thing that we sort of got that was like a new one was like boss battles and Gauntlet, and those were both good, but we didn't get just like a giant set of solos just randomly and you could do something with, you know? So that's a down. It's a down. Some of the solos themselves were pretty bad too. But you know, we need solos, and solo battles next year is going to help that, because people are going to play that. The coins it's going to be good. Second up, Mud Draft it didn't get updated for months, and then it finally got updated, and it was really nice, and then it was never touched again. And it's really unfortunate, because draft is fun. Drafting teams is fun. I would love to sit here and do draft videos for you guys constantly, but you can't. Now let's go in here. Let's start at the back. Let's hit it from the right side, and go over each of these, which was good or bad. This Madden Classic stuff, it was bad. Team leaders, it's in the middle. Most feared itself was fine, but I just want to put a general stamp on the promos. They felt too copy and paste for me. I didn't dislike them at all, but if I had to be critical of them, I would say that they were too copy and paste. Color Rush was bad. Goats were bad. They stopped upgrading these cards. You spent all this time and money on these cards, and they just didn't go anywhere. Master sets, the fact that you could power up masters at some point, but these guys couldn't be powered up, that's a down. The down here as well would be that these master cards, which were easy to get, they locked in positions for the year. I still have them on my team. Head-to-head rewards and Mutt Squad rewards, they weren't terrible at times, but the problem is that these quote-unquote series, or these seasons, lasted for far too long, and they outlived the life of what the rewards were in the sets, right? So like, put in 60 of these for an 87 to 90 player. Can you imagine doing that now? And even here, it's now a 92 plus. Well, shit. You know how many cars are over 92 over? It's like the update on this stuff was just never done, and it's unfortunate. It had potential. The seasons were too long. These should be monthly. Should be monthly, and they should adjust accordingly to keep up with the way that the market works, in my opinion. Power-ups. It's a down. It's a down. Now, I know a lot of us did the power-ups, right? And Rookie Premier sort of saved some of our ass at the time. But it was a down. I did like the way that the coaches, stadiums, uniforms, playbooks, and sets. That was fine. No problem with that stuff. But we know it's getting fixed next year. I don't want to harp on it. But power-ups, not a good thing. These token exchange sets. When the content was released, they were good. But then they didn't get updated enough. Like flashbacks, what do we get? We get the initial one and then 2 updates. Same thing with veterans. Motivators, we had no motivators 2. Don't like that. This power boost set was fine. But again, while it was good at the time, it soon became an absolute waste of coins. So again, not upping on the market. One thing that I wish that I didn't mention it in the good, but I'll mention it in the bad. They took away those sets where you could get cards based on team or chemistries. Just have those 1-player packs. I missed those. I thought those were really cool. So retroactively, let's add that to the good and talk about them removing it as a bad. I really like those. Legend sets, again, they were fine. Team of the week, just in general, it was bad. Why was it bad? Not necessarily the selection of players, but there was the hard card was really hard to get, and there was no limiteds. And I've passed this feedback along. We'll say that. Zero Chill, again, it was okay. If it would have been called Ghosts instead of Snow Beasts, I think everyone would have been happy. So we'll go with that. Playoffs, no real problem. Gauntlet, again, I like. Team of the Year was fine. Super Bowl, fine. Again, chemistry stuff, it was fine. It came out, felt like the last chemistry solos came out a little too late. The cards weren't very good. Combine, again, fine. Mutt Heroes, Series 1 was really good. Series 2 was disappointing. It was disappointing to me. Easter was good. Position Heroes was fine. Draft was bad. Draft was bad. And draft was bad because then every card that people had on their teams had abilities. Abilities ran the game. Red chems, right? Playmaker, secure tackler, all that stuff. None of these cards had abilities. It was a total miss. These cards went from being completely useful and viable to everyone thinking, do I really want to have a card on my team that is not going to be functionally as good? Our replays, I mean, this was good. But replays started out great. Who do we get week 1? Who do we have week 1? Josh Norman, AJ Green. Okay, that's pretty good. Week 2, who do we get? Aaron Rodgers and Von Miller. Oh my God, those cards were great. Week 3, we got Jamal Charles and Robert Quinn. Week 4, we got, obviously, some more Kelechi Osemele and Patrick Chung. Well, week 5, it probably got better in week 5, is what you're saying. Like, week 5 probably gave us players we really wanted. Like Greg Olson and James Harrison. The James Harrison card was okay. How about week 6? It probably picked up. We probably got a couple big-name guys like Trent Williams and Cameron Wake. I know what you're saying. Cece, week 7. Clearly, we got better cards. Right, we got an 80-something speed linebacker and a slow quarterback. That's exactly what we got. What about week 8? We probably got somebody. This is where it picked up. We got Jordan Howard and a slow middle linebacker. You guys understand. I can keep going. Ultimate Legends. This set never adjusted accordingly, in my opinion. The weekly trade-in set felt like the odds were bad. This You'll Give It Away trade-in was really good. Ultimate Legends sets themselves otherwise fine. Movers, again, seemed fine. Blockbusters, fine. Rookie Premiere, fine. And so that's it. That's it. So let me know what you guys thought. And as always, as if I remember now what we're going to do, we are going to be leaving here, and we're going to have our man, JCVD, take us out. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm CC. He's JC. We'll see you guys next time.